Salams and welcome. Sometimes we come across some quotations that are absolutely amazing, and I have this hobby. I've been collecting quotations from the time I was 14, 15, or 16 years old. And when I was young, I had a hobby of collecting comics. At the age of 65, I still enjoy reading comics. So tell me if you enjoy reading comics. Sid Sack and Casper, the Friendly Ghost, and so many Archie and Jughead and all of them, right? Superman, Batman, all of the comics, right? Now, today's quotation, which I want to share with you, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. Every time I read it, it's truly mind-boggling. It's amazing, and it inspires you to try and do more. So let's just go through the quotation. Self-explanatory. I don't have to explain much about it. I'll just try and keep it here. Right. The proper function of man is to live, not simply to exist. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me just try and go slowly. I hope that you can see that clearly. I would rather be ashes than dust. I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be stifled by dry rot. I would rather be a superb meteor, every atom of me in magnificent glow, than to be simply a sleepy and dull and dead permanent planet. The proper function of man is to live, not simply just to exist. But sometimes, sadly, what happens is that, we get into a routine of life, we get into humdrum, we get into everything that one day becomes the same like the next day becomes the same like the next day. And the only way in which you can put some vigor and vim into your life is that you need to help other people. And that's the one way that you feel some meaning and purpose in your life. You can take part in a charity organization, you can help the disabled people, or you can go to an old age home, sing them a song, read them a book. You can go to the hospice, you can go to the cancer association, you can try and help them out, you can give out free blankets. Whatever you do in this way, you get meaning and purpose in your life, and thereby you then find that, even though one day is the same like the next, but then you look forward to that weekend meeting. You say, hey, this weekend we're going to cook a dag of biryani or akni and dal and rice. We're going to give it out to the poor. We're going to hand out blankets. Or like in the time of COVID, so many people are helping out, and they say, okay, let's go give out vaccines to people. Let's hand out gloves, and let's do A, B, C, and D, right? So to have this type of magnificence in your life, to be, instead of being like a dull life that you're looking at, everything is the same day in and day out. The best way to get meaning in your life is to share your efforts with other people, to try and improve the lives of other people. And that is what I'm trying to do, because for me it's very difficult to be in bed day in, day out. And that is why I'm sharing knowledge, because I'm sharing knowledge. I say, even if one person can benefit, I say, alhamdulillah, at least instead of not sharing knowledge, by sharing knowledge, at least other people can benefit, right? So we don't use the disability as an excuse, or we don't use lack of resources or whatever it is. There are some people who are the funders. There are many people who are willing to give the funds. So you contact the organizations, they are willing to sponsor various things. So all you have to do, for example, if you cook a dag of biryani or akni to give out, then there are people who are willing to give money for that. All you have to do, you can either take part in the cooking of that, or you can take part in the dishing out of that, or you can take part in the distribution of that. Okay, stay well, look after yourself. And it can even be a random act of kindness. You phone someone, say, how are you keeping? Everything fine? Send an SMS, send a Jummah Mubarak dua, or a Ramadan Mubarak dua, or now that you come to Eid, say Eid Mubarak, whatever it is. What we need to do is be part of humanity. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.